1 yo. One yo. Right, so now we're going to go into pattern 1 yo. So you've already seen me do the pattern, now I'm going to walk you through it and explain. So like I've done all the other patterns, I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see every part of the pattern. So this pattern now starts in a closed ready stance A. So also called Mao Chunbi Sugi A in Korean. So I'm going to make a fist with my right hand and then I'm going to make a C shape with my left. I'm going to clamp over my right hand with the C shape and I'm going to have my hands in front of my face, so just under my nose like so. Now the first movement, I'm going to step out to my left in a twin forearm block in an L stance. Now the next movement, I'm going to lift up, I'm going to reach out with both hands, coming back into an inward knife hand strike, so this is a high inward knife hand strike in my L stance. Now I'm going to bring the front foot in, I'm going to reach with my striking hand, going into a side punch in a thick stance. Now a thick stance is a little bit longer than L stance, I'll explain it at the end, but the weight is 50-50. Now I'm going to repeat on the other side, bring my left foot in, step out my right leg into my L stance twin forearm block. Now I'm going to reach out and come back in with my inward knife hand strike. Now I'm going to bring my front foot in, reaching with my striking hand, going into my thick stance, side punch. Now my right leg is going to come in, I'm going to lift my left leg up into a bending ready stance. So the bending ready stance is getting myself ready to kick. So I reach my hands back, snapping my arms forward into a forearm guarding block position. My knee now is pointing to where I'm going to kick and my toes and side of the foot are parallel to the floor. I'm bending my supporting leg slightly for stability and I'm holding this position. Now I'm going to reach out my leg into a side piercing kick, so my leg's going to extend. I'm going to go into my side piercing kick, punching the hand out, recover, coming down now into my knife hand guarding block. I'm going to step forward, knife hand guarding block number 2, step forward, knife hand guarding block number 3. Now I'm going to step forward and shout in a walking stance, fingertip thrust. From there now I'm going to turn over my shoulder into my twin forearm block. I'm going to turn into my twin forearm block, and I'm going to go down, inward knife hand strike, back into my fixed stance, side punch. I'm going to bring my feet together, step out into my twin forearm block, inward knife hand strike, side punch. Now I'm going to bring my feet together. Now my left leg's going to step out into my circling block. So as I step out, I'm going to drop down my back knee, so both hands are involved in this block, so I'm going to drop, go circle my right hand, looping around, comes underneath the cross, then I'm doing my inner forearm block here like so. So it's called a circling block, but the blocking tool is the inner forearm. So I'm going to circle and block. This is middle. From there now, I'm going to do a low front snap kick, reach with my blocking hand, landing in an obverse punch in my walking stance. Now again, I'm going to put both arms out, I'm going to drop my back leg, I'm going to bend, circle, lift the hand up, come across my body, now I'm dipping my hip in slightly to reach forward with the block. Again, I'm going to deliver a low front kick, landing in an obverse punch. From there now, I'm going to go into my second bending ready stance. Now my second bending ready stance, I'm going to lift my right leg up, snapping the leg now in, knee pointed to where I'm kicking. I'm going to deliver a side piercing kick. I'm going to land feet parallel. From there now, my L stance forearm guarding block. So this is a middle block. I'm going to bring my feet together, step out to the other side, forearm guarding block, and shout 1 yo. Now I'm going to bring my right leg back into my closed ready stance. Now there's a couple of little moves in 1 yo that are new to this pattern. So when you're looking at your inward knife hand strike, the way to remember this is I'm doing my twin forearm block. I'm reaching out now, imagine I'm grabbing someone, I'm sinking back into my stance, I'm striking. So this is going off at a slight angle, so it's off to the corner of the room. Fingertips in line with my eyes. Remember, the blocking tool is the side of the hand. Now, you might hear me mention a fixed stance. So a fixed stance is 1.5 shoulder widths long, but it's a little bit longer than an L stance in the sense that it is measured from a different part of the foot. The L stance is measured from the tip of the toes to the outside of the foot. The fixed stance is 1.5 shoulder widths on the tip of the toes to the inside of the foot. So it means it is a foot width longer than the L stance. Now also the next move that is new is a circling block. So with the circling block, I'm circling and then I'm turning my hip out to block. So imagine now somebody was kicking towards you. I'm scooping the kick, lifting it up and throwing it away like this. So again, I'm going to drop my back knee, circle, come up on the ball of my foot, sink back, and I'm coming through into the block. Most important things now when you're doing all of this pattern is make sure the stances are correct, make sure your crosses are correct, making sure that your kicks are correct. So remember, the kicking sections are low for your front snap kicks, middle for your side kicks. Now, a middle side kick should be aimed shoulder height. A low front kick should be aimed just in line with the belt knot. Now, all kicks that are middle in line with your shoulder, apart from a front snap kick, which is in line with your solar plex here. So when I'm doing my side piercing kick now, I want to aim for shoulder height, but anywhere from your belt to your shoulder is acceptable, but you're always trying to achieve that higher level as you're going through. So hopefully now, if you've got any questions on one yo, give me a shout, give me a message, I'm more than happy to help you.